I'm live, but I need to talk. Hello, everyone. What's going on? What is going on? Sonic is there. Let's make sure here. They're playing a TikTok ad. It's amazing. Once in a while, I like to see what ads they play. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool that I can do this video and YouTube plays a TikTok ad on it. Because TikTok couldn't know who I am. And now the second ad they're playing, I'm watching because I wanted to see how I sound. But I opened it up on my iPad. So it plays even when I'm watching it. Oh, I might not be watching it from my own profile. I'm not sure. And it's playing another ad now for, what is this, some game or something. It's kind of neat, though. It's neat that it does this. That was for Top War. So it put ads for TikTok and Top War on my broadcast. That's kind of cool. Now can I hear myself? Ads for TikTok and Top War on my broadcast. How about that? No, I have an account on TikTok that I just used to look at the stuff. I don't post on TikTok. We have Arizona Jumper, Michael One Rare Zebra, Pickled Grammar, Carrie Taylor, Justin B, April Coco, Jeff Ha, RV Cruisin', Connie Fernandez, Brenda Bradley, Arizona Jumper, Michelle Ryan, Steve Matthews, Joanne Gabrielle, Nicole Reimers, Madonna Harold, Zubaida, Jeff Ha. Thanks, Weewick, Hedge Enemy. Hey, thanks to all the moderators. Sarah Joy, Mark Helton. Yay. Lizzie, Linda Belk. Thank you for moderating. E. Lear is there. Kimmy Rose, Danielle M, Mr. Showtime. Scarlett, Budget Girl. Darren Markley. Haniel Vargas. Newsy. Thank you, Newsy. I got a message from a viewer, or a Twitter follower, who I think is a viewer. It's clearly a viewer. A viewer messaged me tonight and said they watched my broadcast about getting the vaccination, and they were inspired they went to some different Walgreens in their city, and one of the Walgreens had an extra dose that I guess was not going to be used. So they gave the person the extra dose. So he got the dose. Very nice. Was just sitting there. Hey, Carol Reed. Cherry Cola. Pickled Grammar. Bug out bags from Amazon. I don't even know what bug out bags are. I've never heard of bug out bags. Sarah Joy is doing that tomorrow. Oh, they're like survival bags kind of thing. I think we've talked about this before, where they have like things for survival. No, we can hide this person. This Raja Baldwin person. We'll time him out. We'll give him another chance. They were timed out. That's fine. I'll let the mods take care of it. Lou Hastings says, I'm on a list for extra doses in my area too. Kathy Williams, LJD. Edward Kim is here. Katarina Jones, Jeff Hod. Jeff's going to go to Walgreens tomorrow and we'll ask about their vaccines. You might want to go close to closing time. Although you never know, they might have ones that they're throwing away in the middle of the day. So who knows? There is, the last several days, I am convinced that like a couple blocks away, there's like an alarm going off. It's a very faint, it's like a really rapid beeping sound. And I hear it at night and not during the day. And I just haven't gotten out. What I need to do tomorrow night is I need to just take a walk around a couple blocks. I know what direction it is. And I'm convinced it's like an alarm panel on a building or something. and I can hear it, and it's annoying, but it's not right next to me. I think it's like 2 blocks away. I just hear it, and like I got to go figure it out what it is. I'm going to have to walk around and figure out what it is. And it wasn't there before. It started like 3 or 4 days ago. It's really annoying. Connie says, leave them a Post-it note. It's very faint, though, but you hear it. And once you hear it, you can't stop hearing it. Why isn't anyone else complaining about it? Because people don't complain about things. People sit and they don't complain. But I can hear it. It's just like, it also is possible it's like it's a fan somewhere that's like whistling or something, like on the top of a building. So I just got to try to figure it out. But I'm hearing it because it's quiet out. It's actually quite quiet out, which is good. That's the only reason I can hear it. Might be 4 blocks away. Mad Dog says it'll be gone by the time you get there. Well, it's possible it's up and it's not on the ground, so I might not hear it there. Yeah, I mean, I actually also, by the way, I think the elevator noises are a little louder now. When I moved in, they were loud, and then they had someone come in and make some adjustments to it and soften it some, and they're getting louder again. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to stay in this apartment at the end of the year. The noises are just annoying. You know, as to whether I'll stay in Orlando, I don't know. I could conceivably stay in the same building if I decide to stay in Orlando. I just don't know. But I don't think I'm going to be able to stay in the same apartment just because the various noises are just, it's clearly this unit is like not, it's like a non-insulated unit. There's something fundamentally wrong with this unit where it's just not insulated properly. And it's just, it's just, I can deal with it and be annoyed, but I'm not going to stay another year. It's just these fundamental noises. Native Hollywood has been vaccinated. All right, both doses. The McCall lady is there. Sharon Solomon is there. Thanks, Carol Reed. Yeah, I'm glad other people are finding extra doses as well. Pickled Grammar says, haven't been on in a while since I got my new job. Have been busy. I love it. I'm glad you got a new job. But I don't know what I'm going to do in November. I mean, that's a ways off, I can't decide that right now. I got to kind of like wait till the pandemic is over, or mostly over. Brandon Johnson is getting the vaccine soon. Awesome. Summer is having the first one. Is that the Summer from before? Is that Summer from before by any chance? I see Summer there. Is that our old viewer Summer? Or is that a new Summer? Does anyone know? Summer says, I don't know. I think you know. Summer, were you watching 4 months ago and then you stopped watching, or was that another Summer? You would know. I bet it's a different Summer. It's probably a different Summer. Oh, Summer H might have been the old Summer. Kelsey P says, I thought old Summer was named Summer H. Yeah, I think you're right. Yes, hey, Summer, please disregard. Carry on. Carry on, Summer. It's a different Summer. There was a Summer who used to watch Channel months ago. But I think it was like Summer H or something. That sounds right. Yeah, no, Summer, you're fine. It's a different Summer besides you. Summer said, I watched you on Scope and came here. Cool. All right. So, anyways, we are here. I want to update you on what's going on with my post-vaccine experience. I got the first dose of the vaccine around 1 p.m. on Monday, and it is now Wednesday. Hang on a second. That's it. Raja Baldwin is getting so close to getting hidden. I really should hide Raja Baldwin, but I'm going to give Raja Baldwin one more chance. So I got the vaccine on the first dose on Monday. And Sarah Joy hidden. There you go. There you go. That's fine. Raja's out. Raja's out. So on day one, you can watch. There's several videos I've done where I talked about this. So if you want to go back and experience all of the vaccine stuff, there's Got the Vaccine. There's Got the Vaccine here. There's Back from Jacksonville. There's Post-Vax Update. But so on Sunday. Oh, okay, Sarah Joy. That's all right. Sarah Joy says he's been hidden in another stream. Sounds good. We can just keep hiding him. That sounds great. The first day, my arm was very sore. Was pretty sore, not crazy sore, but pretty sore on Monday, and then Tuesday, I had a headache all day, and I just felt very blah yesterday. I felt kind of ill yesterday with a headache and muscle aches, but that's what you're supposed to feel. That's all predicted side effects. That's because your immune system is working. That means the vaccine is working. Today, but my arm felt a bunch better yesterday. I barely have any pain in my arm right now. I pretty much all the arm pain is gone. My headache is almost gone. I have this. I think it's pretty much gone. My headache. It's even better than it was earlier today. I'm not really feeling aches in my body. I feel a little bit blah. I just feel a little bit off, but it's a lot better than it was yesterday. A lot better than yesterday. So again, but even the headache is almost gone, which is great. Brendan, a little bit tired, but it's definitely better than it was. I mean, I think the worst day for me was day one. Now, some people have it worse with a second dose. So I'll assume when I get the second dose, I'll be a couple days having to recover. Sarah Slurpee says, when do you begin to cyborg transform? Yeah, it is better than getting the virus, Lou. I agree. Mr. Showtime says, my aunt just got the second shot. She's 80. She said just a sore arm, that's it. Sore arm, that's it. Summer said, I felt aches, but I have issues. No, I haven't gone for a run yet. I was trying to not work out while my body dealt with the vaccine. So I don't know if I'll do it tonight. It depends on how I feel. If I don't run tonight, I'll run tomorrow. I got the Moderna vaccine. But we got Mercy K is here. Summer says, I go on the 20th for second Pfizer. Kay says, my mom had her vaccine today. And my mom had her vaccine today in what? The Oxford AstraZeneca one. We're in UK. She's been feeling okay so far. Jeff is frustrated. He can't track down an extra dose. Jeff, have you tried looking online for one of these groups that shares extra dose information? Edward, you don't have to look at the needle. I didn't look at the needle at all. Danielle says, my mom gets Moderna tomorrow. No, seize the day. I did not want to take any painkiller because, as I showed the article, there's some question about whether possibly taking painkiller restricts your body from responding to the vaccine maximally. There's no official advisory not to, but from what I read, it seemed like, well, why not? If I was like, my body is feeling this stuff because it's responding to the vaccine, so let my body respond to the vaccine. Don't interfere with it. I didn't run. I didn't work out. I didn't take any painkiller. I just let my body respond to the vaccine and build up its resistance. Yeah, Beth, I'm feeling much better today. Not totally fine, but my headache's almost all gone. And a little bit tired tonight, but I'm feeling much better than yesterday. Arm pain is pretty much all gone. I don't really have the aches in my body I did yesterday. Austin says, I read most older people get only a sore arm and younger people get more symptoms from the shot due to better immune systems. We were reading an article yesterday that was saying that might be the case. J-Dog's getting the first one tomorrow. Very nice. A lot of viewers getting it or having relatives get it. Sonic says, flu vax makes me a little sore in the given arm, so I imagine I will be experiencing symptoms similar to Steve. Yeah, I didn't... I've gotten like soreness from flu vaccine. I don't think I've ever gotten like headache from flu vaccine. I definitely got headache from this, but only for like a day and a half. Seize the Day says, no worries, I'm not your RN. Yeah, I'm sure I would have been fine either way, but I preferred to do it this way. Jake from State Farm is here. Summer says, I felt worse in the head. Well, you feel this because your body is responding to the vaccine. Also, Beth says she had more of a reaction for her second shot. J-Dog is getting it at Walmart. Also, I made a dentist appointment today. Oh my gosh. The last time I went to the dentist was July of 2019. I haven't been to the dentist in 20 months. 20 months. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. 20 months. So I made a dentist appointment for when I go back to Boston. I'm supposed to go back towards the end of April to visit my mom. So I made an appointment then. It is by far the longest I've been without a dentist appointment. At some point, I think over the summer, I need to go to LA because that's where I got my orthodontal work done years ago. And the wire on the back of my front teeth came out during the pandemic. So they'll replace it if I can get out there. So I think at some point I'm going to go out to LA and just get that replaced. I'd kind of like to visit my friends in LA anyway. Randy, I'm the wrong person to ask about that. I am not a vaccine expert in terms of that kind of thing. Castro had 2 teeth fell out. Tammy had emergency, so she had to go to the dentist. Yeah, I've had one tooth has been had a sharp tip for the whole pandemic. So I want the dentist to file the sharp tip of my tooth. I bet it's going to be scary in there when he goes in there. I mean, I take pretty good care of my teeth, but 20 months? 20 months? No, Jeff, I don't have a dentist in Orlando. I haven't needed one in Orlando. Why would I have needed one? I haven't gone to the dentist. And I have a good dentist in Boston, so if I had an emergency in Orlando, I'd find somebody in Orlando. Erin Weirdo says they said on the radio, now's the perfect time for braces since no one can see your mouth. There's a wire there was supposed to be a wire on the back of my teeth to hold the teeth together, to keep the alignment. But it fell out last year. Yeah, Sonic says, how often do you brush? Once or twice per stream. So I'm really looking forward to my dentist appointment. Oh, thank you, Patrick Davis. Thanks, Patrick. Patrick says, we came such a long way since you first covered the story. Man, we first covered it in January. It's so funny. There's been this. Thank you, Patrick. There's been this thread. I've talked about this before, and like people keep the big like a lot of people now, like a lot of reporters and stuff, and all kinds of people on Twitter are posting where were they when they first realized things would change, and like just there's stories about this. Where were these people? People tell when they were when they first realized things were going to change. And everybody says February, everybody says March, and most people say March, and some people say late February. And it's it was just obvious in January everything was going to change. It was just obvious. It's so ridiculous. March. It was just plain obvious. I got to do this because people keep coming into the stream. Here's what I need to do. Hold on a second. Watch this. Look what I did. Now I don't have to talk about it. See? See, now people can just read it. Now people can just read it. Griffin knew what I was doing. Dilrod knew. Shufflecraft says, I used to stay up till 2 or 3 every morning just to hear Steve tell us the China updates. Yeah, I think by tomorrow, Carol, I'll have no symptoms. I mean, I hardly have any symptoms right now, to be honest. It's way better than it was. Yesterday was the worst day. It wasn't even that bad. It's like having a bad cold yesterday or something. Melissa McQueen says, hold on a sec. Melissa McQueen says, I remember our first case at Target when they gave me a mask, and it was like Steve's been telling me this for months. Seize a Day thinks I spoke of it in December. Maybe I did know in December. I don't know. I forget when the first stream was. I thought it was January. I don't know. Mercy says this was one of the only channels that covered the virus. Then everybody started covering it. Everybody started covering it, and then also they did this thing where they started hiding any broadcast that had the word COVID in the title. Hey, Anton Craze is watching. Anton Craze. I mean, I can find when the first stream was. I know when it was. I know when we talked about it. It was when we talked about... where is it here? It was called like New International Threat. That's what it was called. International Threat. That's it, right here. This is the video right here. That was the first time we covered it. January 17th. That was the first time we covered it. It was January 17th. China virus, live update, new international health threat. Unless we did one before this. We may have done one before this, but that's what I called it initially. Why is the chat replay off for that? That's the one. I don't know why chat replay is off, though. It should be on. Let me check that video and see if I can turn the chat replay on. There it is. Edit. Why is chat replay off? Show. Huh, it was off. I don't know. I'm going to turn it back on. Let's see if it worked. Oh, the chat's back on. For some reason, the chat replay was turned off. I hope there wasn't some reason. I don't remember me turning it off for any reason. Maybe there was a reason I turned it off, but I'm putting it back up. Should be on. If somebody watches and they notice a reason why it's off, let me know. But I put it back on. All right, hang on a second here. Mike Tag says you always had it off. I thought you did it on purpose the whole time. Yeah, I don't remember shutting it off for any reason. I don't know why I would have shut it off. But maybe there was. I mean, it's possible it was just accidentally turned off. But I just... Sonic says chat replay is turned off because you reloaded some videos back in the day. I asked you once. Well, no. Sometimes chat replay is off. Chat replay gets turned off by YouTube if you edit the video. But I didn't. What it said is that chat replay for that video was just turned off. The setting was off. It's not true that all of my chat replays are off. That's not true at all. Well, I turned it on. Amanda says, thought you didn't. No. I didn't. I don't know. Yeah, Kenny Kerr says maybe people were saying weird stuff. I don't really remember, though. But I just turned... I mean, were people saying, like, offensive stuff? But we have moderators, so... Anyways... I turned it back on for historical record's sake. If you watch it and you see anything bad in it, let me know. Oh, thank you, Patrick Davis. Patrick says, I remember telling people at my job about it, and they looked at me like I was crazy. I remember telling people about it too, and they had no idea what I was talking about. I remember telling a doctor. I ran in my building. I ran into a doctor, an emergency room doctor, and I was telling him about about the virus, and he knew nothing about it. Tay Gebhardt says, my coworkers thought I was losing it. I was like, we have to prepare people. Seize the day. All I can tell you is what the date it says on the broadcast. Hey, Chris Lund is here. Chris Lund says, my family rolled their eyes about it, but they think I'm the black sheep anyways. Ivy says, given how normal life was in Philly in February of last year, I didn't think it would get as bad as it did here. It's like we had a normal life this week last year, then everything changed by weekend. For me, we started covering it middle of January. I literally canceled my end of January trip. See, when all these people say, well, it was March when I realized it was going to get bad, or late February. I know I canceled my plane trip. I was supposed to go back to Boston end of January. I canceled the trip. It was obvious enough that things were going to get bad that I canceled my trip in January because I didn't want to fly. I think it was January. Yeah, it wasn't March. It was January. Maybe it was February. Is there any chance it was February? Let's see. I can go back and look. Oh, that's weird. Hang on a second here. Hey, you know what? I got to contact JetBlue because I canceled my flight in January 26th. And they gave me a credit. They gave me a credit for some of the flight back, and then the credit expired. And the thing is, that credit should not expire. They're not gonna give it to me, but I'm gonna tell them hey, the reason I canceled this flight, and I told your representative, was because of the virus, and the representative didn't know what the virus was, and so you gave me this credit, and I haven't been able to fly this whole time, and so it shouldn't expire. It expired after a year. I got to write to JetBlue about that. I'm going to write myself a note on one of my. Hey, I noticed one of the things I got in my treasure chest was this nice stack of Post-it notes. See, it's a stack. It's like a cube with different colors. I've never had one of these before in my treasure chest. So. Yeah, I'm going to write to them about that. That's BS. That's BS. That is BS. Yeah, it shouldn't expire during COVID. They should have given me a credit. They shouldn't have charged me They also charged me a change fee. I think it cost me like $100 to cancel the ticket or something. Chris Lund says, I contacted Sprint after mine expired and they reinstated a credit. Sprint? Spirit Airlines. I'm gonna contact JetBlue. Complain on Twitter. Oh, I could email. I'll write to them on Twitter if I can email them. Let's see. That's a good, because a lot of times Twitter you get a good response. JetBlue, do they have a Twitter? You can DM them. Yes, I will DM them on Twitter. That's an excellent idea. I will DM them on Twitter. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. It was BS. You know what's weird though? It says here I canceled it on January 4th. Oh no, I think maybe I rescheduled it. Let's see here. No, I didn't cancel it. I changed it on January 4th, I think. That's what happened. I changed it. Yeah, it cost me like $150 or something. It cost me like 150. Oh no, it cost me like $100 to cancel my flight. That was BS. Okay. All right, enough of the details. I'm glad I remembered this. I'm glad we did this stream and I remembered this. Now I gotta message JetBlue and get my credit back. Okay. No, I'm not going to shame them publicly. I'm just going to DM them on Twitter. Scarlett says, thanks for clarifying chat replay. Once in a while, the chat replay doesn't show up by accident. If you edit a video, it doesn't show up. Oh, thank you, Tony Del Monte. Tony has recorded 5 new covers for his mouth guitar stuff. Tony has a YouTube channel called Tony Del Monte. You can see him performing mouth guitar. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Cecilia says, my entire family thought I was crazy last January. I bought hundreds of N95 masks, still wearing them. The workers at Home Depot and Staples didn't know what N95 was. I thought people were crazy for buying masks, and I was covering it. But originally, the recommendation was that you didn't have to wear masks. Tony says he also has singing as well. Excellent. Yeah, I'm using my graph paper notes too. My graph paper notes from the treasure chest. If you missed it last night, Christina sent me a Post-it notes treasure chest full of all kinds of goodies. You can watch the stream from last night. Chris canceled Norwegian cruise 2 days before they canceled cruises, and they refused to issue refund. They will only credit for future. Hey, I'd be fine with a credit. Christopher Slovic, I do not believe that I had a choice of vaccine. Some places do. I did not at my place. I didn't even ask. Maybe I didn't think to ask. I didn't. Maybe there would have been. I don't know that there would have been. They didn't ask me which one I wanted. But I was so overjoyed to be getting an extra dose that I didn't ask. But some places ask. My guess is no. No, vaccine is free. Hamiltonian. Betsy's Barn is getting the Oxford vaccine tomorrow. Excellent news. Amanda Kelly says, I've almost bought the treasure chest a few times, but couldn't justify that many Post-it notes. Cool teacher's gifts. Yeah, it's not cheap. Budget Girl, they asked me a lot of questions. They asked me if I had a history of severe allergic reactions and stuff. So I don't know if they asked me specifically about an EpiPen. I don't remember them asking me that. But they asked you a bunch of questions. Oh, you know what I was thinking? I got the vaccine in Jacksonville because that's the place I found that was giving out extra doses through information online. But I was thinking, what happens if you have to get a booster every 5 months? Suppose it turns out that the immunity wanes after 5 months, and so you got to go 2 or 3 times a year to get a booster. Will I be forced to go to Jacksonville every single time I want a booster? My guess is no. But I had this idea that I'd constantly be driving. It would end up being the curse of getting it in Jacksonville, that I'd have to every few months drive to Jacksonville for my booster shot. Thank you, Miffy Moments. Teresa says probably not. Yeah, probably not. I think there'll be so much more supply by then. Oh, Jacksonville. I should get a shirt that says Jacksonville. Melissa McQueen. Yeah, I think there's going to be so much supply. Jay-Z, look, Jay-Z, look down here. Welcome, Jay-Z, look down here. So anyways, it's 26 days now. It's now 26 days until my second dose. 26 days. Chris says, what if they try to give you J&J in the second one? I don't think that they have a record of what they give you. They have a record of what they gave you. So they'll give you the same one. Jay-Z says, I can't read. Oh, you know, something else about my trip to Jacksonville. I forgot to say this, but I felt like it should be said. So, as most of you know, I ended up going to Jacksonville for my vaccination because I found a bunch of people online and from Florida who talked about how they were getting these extra doses that would otherwise be thrown away because the vaccines can expire if they're not used enough, and some places have extra doses, so they throw them away, or they'll give them away to anyone if they to not have to throw them away. And I joined a couple of groups on Facebook where people were talking about these places in Florida where they had success getting extra vaccines. And the one promising place to me seemed like a place in Jacksonville, which was 2 hours and 50 minutes away. And I wasn't going to go because I was totally unsure if I would actually get one if I went there. But finally, I woke up on Monday and said, that's it, I'm just going to go. And then I ended up working out, and 5 minutes after I parked, I was getting a shot in my arm, which was amazing. But I guess my point was, like, the thing I want to say is, like, sometimes, once in a while, you got to do stuff that's like crazy. I think a lot of people would have argued it was crazy to spend 2 hours and 15 minutes driving all the way there without a good sense of whether you were going to get it or not. Because then if you don't get it, you spend all day driving, got to drive all the way back. But sometimes you got to do, once in a while, you got to do something a little crazy. And it worked out this time. But, you know, I think a lot of people would have just said, that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Are you kidding me? But, you know, sometimes you do it. And then supposedly 3 hours after I was there, they changed the rules, and that if I had come a few hours later, I wouldn't have been able to get it. Jay-Z says it's not crazy if you have the time. You work for yourself, and your boss makes the call on these things. I mean, it's just a cost-benefit thing. Also, if I didn't go, I would have spent all this time worrying about it. I would have been like, oh, I should have gone, or should I have gone? So at a certain point, it's just like, get it over with. Yeah, nice drive. As Laura says, I did get to see some of Jacksonville. Ivy says, people do crazier things for less than your 2 hour drive for a life-saving vaccine. It felt pretty crazy. Caesar Day said, if I had the time, I'd have gone. I honestly, as I was driving there, I was not expecting to get it. I was mentally prepared to not get it. That's what I was mentally prepared for. Amanda says, always go with a gut feeling. Linda says, I was willing to drive from Austin to Odessa if I needed to. Jay-Z says, thanks. That's how I feel about it. Want to get it done and not think about it anymore. Jay-Z's in Massachusetts. Jay-Z, I talked to my brother yesterday, my older brother, Jay-Z, who you know. And he is so angry about the vaccine stuff in Massachusetts. He thinks it's been being handled really poorly. And he says it's very hard for people to get appointments. So I'm not there, so I can't verify this. But my older brother is he's very displeased with the Massachusetts thing. I don't know how your feeling is, Jay-Z. No, I wear masks. I wear masks every time I'm out. Brainy Jenny said, my first Pfizer, I had headache, extreme fatigue, and chest congestion for a few days. Sarah Joy, yeah, I told him about like the sites and stuff, but it's kind of hard for him. I mean, he has like a family and stuff, and he's busy with work. So, I mean, he could do it if he wanted to, but then his wife got to do it. You know, he could. It's honestly, it's up to people to do it if they want to do it. Jay-Z says it's completely true. Your older brother is dead on about Massachusetts. So Jay-Z is another person who's not happy with the way they're doing Massachusetts. My brother said there weren't enough sites in Massachusetts. I'll say this about Florida. I mean, you know, it's just as they're not giving out any more vaccine here than anywhere else, and it's still restrictive, right? You know, it still has restrictions like everywhere else. But there are a bunch of sites. I mean, you might not be able to get them there, but there are a bunch of sites. My brother was saying that he thought there weren't enough sites in Massachusetts. He said the website keeps crashing. Stack says crazy is ordering seafood in Missouri. Baby Shark, I think Alaska opened to everyone over 16. Wasn't it everyone over 16? I think that's what it was. In terms of vaccine. Yeah, here it is. Everyone over for everyone 16 and over. Right there. Oops. Hedge Enemy says Missouri isn't actually all that far from fresh seafood. Can't you get seafood from the river? Right? Oh, what a lovely post by Ray's Lehman or Illman. Jay-Z says, my wife gets up at 4:30 a.m. and she's checking for appointments for every day. Jay-Z, can you see if anybody's giving away waste doses? Or waste avoidance doses? Hey, daylight savings time is only in a few days. Guys, it's so exciting. Daylight savings time. We are just 4 days away from daylight savings time. It's Wednesday. 3 days away. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. It's Saturday night. Or is it Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday night right now. It's 3 days away. Daylight savings time is 3 days away. It's going to be incredible. Jay-Z says no one is advertising. Jay-Z, I think you kind of like have to go. I think you might have to like literally stop at the places and ask them like before closing. Or see if they have, Jay-Z, see if they have like a Massachusetts Vaccine Hunters group on Facebook or something. Rick Hoppy says, thank God I love DST. MKZ says, so happy about daylight savings time. Not Cupcakes is getting the J&J on Friday. Wow. A lot of our viewers are getting the shots. Nice. Well, Nicole, you only have to get up an hour early for one day. Thanks again to our mods. Lizzie FTW, Sarah Joy, Mark Helton, thank you. Moderators. The previous stream was kind of busy in the chat, I saw, when we talked about the Brazil virus stuff. The moderators were busy. Oh, Jay-Z says, all right, I can't go to Fenway or Gillette easier. Waiting on my local CVS. Yeah. I guess they're not doing as many like small sites there. It's the big sites, right? Julie Huff's daughter is getting it. I like Vaxenville. Whoever said Vaxenville, that was a good suggestion. I really want a t-shirt that says Vaxenville. I've been noticing, I think I've needed some more, a bunch of lip balm today. I think my mouth is dry, maybe from the vaccine, and my lips are dry. Maybe that's a side effect. Yeah, some places, Tony, are a half-hour difference from the U.S. time zones. It's 60 degrees right now here. It's supposed to start getting to the 80s. So it's 60 now, and then starting tomorrow, it's 79, 81, 81, 84, 87, 86, 82, 85, 78. It's still not hot enough for me. Betsy's Barn, there's packages, and I didn't get to the UPS store today. I still haven't checked the mail. I got to check the mail tonight. But I got to get to the UPS store. Maybe tomorrow I'll go. Oh, there's actually a couple packages here. We might open something before we end. We might open a couple packages before we end because there's a couple things still here I haven't opened yet. Yeah, we might do that. I probably should do it soon if we're going to do it, because it's getting late. Jeff Haas says Mumbai is a 10.5-hour difference. Chris Slovic says Thailand is 12 hours here, but will be 13 when daylight savings time hits, and I always forget which way to convert. Ooh, somebody bought a sticker. Somebody bought a couple stickers at Agenda-Free TV stickers at TeePublic. Oh, thanks. I hope you enjoyed them. No, I want it to be hot at night. I really like it hot at night. So I really like it to be like over 70 at night. The hotter at night, the better. It's 60 now. I feel like it's cold at night. I mean, this is way better than, it's great to not have it freezing. That's true. But my ideal climate is even hotter at night than this. I love hot at night. Oh no, hates when it's hot at night. Oh no, Matt hates it. But, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing next year. Who knows if I'll move. I got to figure that all out once the summer happens, and I can get my head straight. Still been pretty quiet news-wise the last couple weeks. It's been pretty quiet. I think I should open a couple things, maybe. Maybe we should open a couple things. Maybe. Well, as Sean, what Sean's saying is, you're not going to have Biden himself is not going to have as many big news stories as Trump did at a certain point. So there's that. But it's also just been quiet in general anyway. Yeah, maybe we'll open a couple things while we're here. Gone with the Gale says listening and painting. Gone with the Gale is working on a new painting. A new painting. I don't know. Gone with the Gale, you said you sent me something, but I don't know where that is. I don't see it anywhere. Oh, she sent it here. I see. Hey, Gone with the Gale. I think she does paintings on her computer. Gone with the Gale says, here's the first half of the painting I'm working on while listening Glasgow Cathedral. That's from Gone with Gale. She's on her computer. Or her iPad or something. It's better this way. There you go. Very nice. Looks lovely. Yes, Chris says, didn't she do the castle last time? She did, I think, a castle last time. MKZ is working on a new quilt. All right, I think we're going to open a couple things. Let's open a couple things. Let's do that. Hang on. I'm going to grab a couple packages so we can open them. Oh. Hey, is Brenda Bradley watching? Is Brenda Bradley watching? Is Brenda Bradley watching? Because I have Brenda Bradley's package, but I don't know if she's watching. If she's not, we will open it later. Oh, Brenda Bradley's here. All right, Brenda Bradley, we'll open your package second. First, we have, I think we already got a package from Phasix. This is remember we got a package from Phasix before, which was a sample of like this gel you take if you have trouble swallowing pills. And you take the gel with the pill. But I think this is going to be the same thing. It's from Phasix. It's the same thing, I bet. I bet it's going to be the same sample. Somebody sends me samples. Then we'll open Brenda Bradley's package. This is going to go right in the garbage. It's going to go right in the garbage. Yeah, it's the same thing. Pill swallowing gel. It's the exact same package I got before. We already did this. The pill swallowing gel. I mean, it's great that they have a gel for people who have trouble swallowing pills. That's wonderful, but it's just, why? Right in the trash. Right in the trash. I'm on the Phasix list twice. Trash. Okay, let's open Brenda's. Brenda, this is heavy. Once again, we have somebody violating the small and consumable. I say, if you want to send me something, please make it small and consumable, because I'm living in one room and I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space. Bren, did you have anything to say about your package? It's from you in Tennessee. Brenda in Tennessee. Brenda, my address almost wore off. You wrote the address in marker, my UPS store address. You can see it's kind of wearing off. I mean, it's still there. Brenda says you're gonna love it. Brenda says you're going to love it. It's heavy. This is heavy. She says I'm gonna love it. I don't know if it's more than one thing. I don't know what it is. This wasn't cheap to ship. This was not cheap to ship. Brenda says one is 40 years old. Is it a 40-year-old Cliff Bar? Is it a 40-year-old Cliff Bar? I don't know what this is. We'll see. By the way, here's Jay-Z says has to know before I leave. Here's my UPS mail address. Here's my UPS mailbox address. Edward says, I wonder what it is. I don't think it's comics. It's too heavy. What is it? There's a bunch of things in here. Ooh, I like this. We got, oh, is there a note? Hold on, is there a note first of all? I don't see a note. Or is there a note? Read this on air. Okay, read this on air from Brenda. There's two notes, but there's one for on air. This is from Brenda. Read this on air from Brenda Bradley. Brenda Bradley here. With you being a Rush and Neil Peart fan, I wanted to give you one of the original Rush Moving Pictures tour program from 1981. What? I saw this concert in LA, California to a sold-out show. Oh my gosh. Also included is some more reading material of Rush and Neil Peart's book, Ghost Rider. I don't have Ghost Rider. Rush is one of my favorite bands, along with Yes, Pink Floyd, Genesis, etc. Enjoy, and thank you for all you do. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is literally... This is like from the tour, from the Moving Pictures tour. Oh my gosh, this is so neat. Wow. Do you have an extra one? I hope you didn't give me your only one. That's so nice. That's pretty great. I'm going to have to read this. It has a crossword in it. And it's got some text and some pictures of Rush. Wow. And it's got a bio of each of the members. This is really cool. Oh, Brenda says she has an extra one. This is really cool. I don't have anything like this. I'm going to look through this. I'm going to read it all. This is really, really neat. So this is like the program. It says the Rush Moving Pictures Tour book or something. This is really cool. The program from the tour. I wish I'd gone. I was too young to go at that time. A little bit. I didn't like Rush then. I didn't learn to like Rush until like high school. That's really cool. Awesome. And then we have Ooh, this is fun. Look at this. Rush, the full amazing story. Oh, that looks good. From the archives of Rock in Prague. Oh, this is really neat. It's just like a lot of articles. It's a whole thing about Rush. Look at this. All these articles. I'm going to read these. I love Rush articles when I read them. Grace Under Pressure. This is really cool. I will definitely be reading this. It's a bunch of different articles about Rush. That is really neat. Thank you. Yeah, they're my favorite band. That's really cool. That's really neat. And then this. Oh, I'm going to look through this. I love Neil Peart, as some of you know, but I don't own his book. Very cool. Hey, thank you. He did a book. Neil Peart didn't really like the whole rock and roll thing much, especially towards the end of his career. So he got a motorcycle, and he would actually ride his motorcycle between gigs. And also, he did a lot of touring around. I think this is about like his motorcycle travels. And also this, it says he actually lost his wife and his daughter in a very short amount of time. No hope, no meaning, faith, or desire to keep living. 1 year after the first tragedy, Neil was choosing between his life and his own death. Finally, all he could decide upon was motion. He got on his BMW motorcycle and over the next 14 months rode 55,000 miles in search of a reason to live. Then he recorded his journals. And this is I guess this is the book of what he was writing about. This looks really cool. That's really neat. Randy says, seen a documentary about Neil. I don't know if I've ever seen a documentary about Neil. But that's super cool. Hey, Brenda Bradley. Oh my gosh, that is so nice of you. And I have your other note for later. I just want to make sure I get everything out of here. Yes, that is really nice of you. Brenda, thank you so much. That is really kind of you. That is really nice of Brenda. When I was on the Harvard Lampoon, I invited Rush to the Harvard Lampoon, and they actually came. And you can actually see, I'm not going to actually, I'm not going to play it here, but somebody, when we were at the Lampoon, somebody actually made a video of Rush coming to the Lampoon, and we did a ceremony for them outside, and they made a video of it. And they're at the Lampoon, and somebody actually posted the whole thing. And then I'm there with my shirt off. I'm the ghost of Freddie Mercury. I played the ghost of Freddie Mercury. Let's see if I can find myself. Where am I? There I am. That's me right there. That's me right there. That's a young college me. With a crew cut. And that's Neil right there, and that's Getty, and that's Alex Lifeson. So you can, I'll actually post the link. I'll post the link right here. You can watch it. But you know what? Let me tell you a funny story about that. So they came to the Lampoon. And I love them. A lot of people in the Lampoon love them. And but what happened is, like, at the Lampoon, it's like a humor magazine. So no matter who came, you kind of wanted to poke fun at them a little bit. And so, we did a couple jokes about Rush, poking fun at them. And, thought nothing of it. And then I about a year ago saw this video, and I didn't realize it was on YouTube. So I found it on YouTube, and I watched the whole thing. And I was horrified. Why was I horrified? We did a few jokes about Rush. And basically, I was in charge of this Rush thing because I was the one who brought them. So it was really probably I was in charge of the presentation. We did a few jokes about Rush that I'm sure really upset them. We shouldn't have done the jokes. Like now as an adult, I know this. Now this is completely obvious to me. As a kid in college, I did not know this. So I think they were having this ceremony happened. They came in, We had a big dinner. It was amazing. They had a blast. They had an awesome time. They went out. A couple of them, Getty and Alex, went out to Chinese food with us afterwards. So I think they were having a great time. I actually think the ceremony left a bad taste in their mouth. Now I'll say this. A year later, a few of us in New York went. They were touring in New York, and we got to go to their tour. We got to go to their concert for free at Madison Square Garden, and then we got to see them backstage a little bit, or after the show. And Alex was very friendly, and I talked briefly to Neil and Getty as well. So if they really, really hated us, they wouldn't have invited us. But I felt so when I was watching this last year, I was like, ooh, why was I so stupid? I'll never stop regretting that. But there's a couple pretty harsh jokes in there, and it's like they're not expecting to hear that. Yeah, it was. Also, the ceremony was about 7 minutes. It was about 30% too long. About 30% too long. So I was just cringing when I But what can you do? What can you do? You can't change things. But man, there was like one or two things we said, and I was like, oh my gosh. I bet they were so pissed off. I bet they hated us. But, you just don't know. Yeah, live and learn. I posted the link to the video. Whoever recorded that, I can't believe somebody way back then had an old school video recorder and literally recorded all 20 minutes of that. What a blessing that somebody did that and I can watch the whole thing. Because I wouldn't have remembered any of it. I wouldn't have remembered it. But it was cool to have. It's cool that they came. It's crazy they came. I just got on the phone. I didn't know them at all. I got on the phone. I just started. I called their management company. I somehow talked to the right person. I wonder if I still have it. At one point, Neil wrote a letter because there was no email back then. Neil wrote a letter to the Lampoon. He might have written it to me because I was conversing with them, and he said that they were excited to come. I might still have that letter. I should really find. It might be in Boston. I should check and see my records in Boston if it's there, and I should scan it in if it is. All the comments are about me because people are watching it after people who watch Agenda Free TV are watching it. The one thing is, we might have said to them, I don't know if we said this to them. I'll say this. I don't know if we told them. I honestly can't remember. I don't know if we told them we're going to make fun of you. Because if we did tell them, look, we're going to make fun of you guys, then that would soften it a little bit. So in fairness to myself, I honestly do not know I don't remember if we told them, oh, we're going to make some jokes about you guys. Because that would soften it. But I don't know. No, I don't know who it was who made the video. I have no idea. No idea. I don't know who the person who posted it was. I should message the person who posted it. I wonder if that's the person who recorded it. Yeah, Sonic, I don't know though. I mean, if you're like if you're celebrities, it's like One of the jokes we did about them was like how it was like we were reading a letter from one of their moms, and like the joke was like, oh, your best stuff was on your early albums or something. That's really hard. Like, you don't say that to them. That's not something they're going to have a sense of humor about. You know. At a certain point, they're bothering to come. But maybe, I mean, it's possible that we said something to them about it. Anyways. All right, enough of that. Thank you, Brenda Bradley. That's very kind of you, Brenda. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Amanda Kelly says, maybe someone ran across the video randomly. I lost a storage unit once because I was in jail and all my school yearbooks ended up on classmates' website for my school. Oh, Maudeeb says, you seem really fidgety tonight. No. Time out. I'm timing you out, Maudeeb. I'm timing you out. Behave yourself. Rick says, I bet you told him you're going to be making fun of. You were the lampoon after all. I mean, we might have. It's still. I don't know. It was still too long, too. Should have been 40% less long. But you don't know these things, you know? You don't know these things. So you learn these things. Okay, we're going to open one more package. I have two packages here. We're going to open one more package. One more package. There's something big and something small. I'm going to save the bigger thing. For next time. We have a smallish package. This feels like this could be a comic book. No, I'm not opening both of them. It could be a comic book. We're going to open one more. The moment in the video where we make the joke that their best albums were their early albums, you can just tell they are not happy. They really did not like that, and I understand it. You can just tell. Now, you're not hearing the elevator at all. You're not hearing the elevator seize the day. I don't know what you're hearing. Seize the day, I think you hear things that I don't hear. I think you're hearing me like touch the table or something. The microphone's on the table, so if I touch the table, sometimes you hear like a thud or whatever. Hedge Enemy says maybe it hit too close to home. Probably did. Okay. I think Seize the Day uses an amplifier. She runs this broadcast through a giant amplifier, and she amplifies the sound. All right. I don't know what this is. I don't know who sent it to me. But we'll see. Sonic says there's an episode of Trailer Park Boys with Rush you may want to check out. It's hat tipped to Doug Rabbit. I think I maybe have seen it. I don't remember. But I think maybe I've seen it. I vaguely remember. Canadian... I think I've seen it, but I don't remember. Canadian mockumentary series. Maybe I'll check it out again. Thank you, Doug Rabbit and Sonic, for the recommendation. All right. Here we go. One more thing. It says tear to open, but it's not really working. Is there a note? Is there a note? Is there a note? It says, oh, it's from Rita. I want to wait. If Rita's not here, I'm going to wait. If Rita's not here, I'm going to staple it shut. I don't think Rita's here. I'm going to staple it shut. I'm stapling it shut. Robbins. Oh, Rita is here. Okay. Okay. She says back's not great tonight. We'll open Rita's thing. Robin Banks says one of their first concert subs in a junior high school in 1994. It's on the internet. Subs? I don't know what that means. Okay, Rita's real. What does she say? She says, for our Lookner channel bedtime stories. For our Lookner channel bedtime stories. I don't know what this is. Do you have anything you want to add about it, Rita? It's small, which is good. See if she wants to add anything about it. I don't think Rita has anything to add. It will go with your nightlight. Oh, I bet it's about poo. By the way, I've been using the toilet light. It is still there. I've been enjoying the toilet light. It's kind of weird when you're sitting on the toilet and the light is changing. The light of the water is changing. The color of the water is changing below you. So thank you, Rita, for the toilet light. Thank you for whoever gave me the first toilet light. I forget who that was. That was good too. So I appreciate the two toilet lights I've been given, the two different models. Okay, I bet it's about poo. It's going to be about poo or toilets because Rita is obsessed. It is. Oh no. Things to do while you poo on the loo? Rita. We know what's on Rita's mind. Who knew? Who knew? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. What is this? Here's one. It says, solve these clues. All answers contain poo. A pet animal that goes in the street. What's a pet animal that goes in the street? What? You'd use this to carry a baby. I don't know what a pet... crossbreed dog? Poodle. A poodle goes in the street? Goes in the street? You'd use this to carry a baby? Person with very little money would be poor, but it has poo in it. Fine. Used to wash your hair. Shampoo. Okay, I see. All right, that's one page. This is a word. You have to find the words, hidden words, and it's all names for farting. Oh my gosh. It's all about poo and farting and diarrhea. This says focus, aim, flush. Here's a joke at the... I think these are jokes at the top. What's the definition of bravery? Someone with diarrhea risking a fart. Why do farts smell? For the benefit of people who are hearing impaired. I'm giving you a sampling. I'm giving you a sampling of what's in the book. I can't even read this on the air. Types of poop? Types of poop? Clingy poop? Ghost poop? Gassy poop? Oh my gosh. Rita. Finish the doodle. Oh, the other page had a swear on it. I just showed. Thank you, Rita. Rita, it does go with the light. So I appreciate it. Sarah Joy says, I don't know what's funnier, the book, Steve reading the book, or that Rita gave Steve the book. Mr. Showtime says, best book. I'm going to post a link to the book. Let's find the book on Amazon. I like it. Now Rita says, oh my goodness. I guess, so sorry, Amazon said it was cute. I guess Rita didn't know it was in the book. It has 2,000 reviews. There's a Poo on the Loo number 2. There's also a number 2. Look at this. Hold on a second. Oh, it's entertaining, Rita. It's definitely entertaining. It definitely has entertainment value. There it is. As an Amazon associate, I earned from qualifying purchases. 2,095 ratings. There's a number 2. Yes, exactly. As Rita said, Rita's all happy that I said number 2. Yes, there's a number 2. There's a number 2. Where is it? There it is. Things to do while you poo on the loo number 2. The reviews are very different. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a love-hate you either love it or you hate it. Gassed gag gifts. There you go. It says, buy this as a gag gift for your dad, as a present for your hard-to-buy-for brother, or to raise a laugh from a teenage boy. Rita's Reel says the reviews are very entertaining in themselves. Well, thank you, Rita. There you go. It goes with your other present. So, Rita, did you send me toilet paper too? Toilet paper, a toilet light, and things to do while you poo. This is what Rita, who's been watching the channel for a long time, that's what she sends. I bet Rita loves her Charmin extender. Now I get it, why she loves her Charmin extender that much. Wow. Thank you, Rita. It's good. We don't have enough. We needed some more. We needed some more poo on this channel. Tammy says you can post a link to the treasure chests on Amazon. Yeah, they do have it on Amazon, but it's not sold by Amazon. I don't really like posting stuff when it's a third-party seller. This is a third-party seller. So, Christina got it to me from like Office Depot, so that's where I posted the link from. I don't. Usually, if it's a third-party seller, I don't post the Amazon link. Oh, Amazon does sell it. Amazon actually sells it. Hang on. Amazon sells it. But it's like 60. So Amazon is one of the sellers. You can get the posted treasure chest on Amazon, but it's like $67.99. But you can buy it sold by Amazon. Yeah, down at the bottom it says sold by Amazon. Well, I'll post the link. Anyways, if anybody was looking for it on Amazon. Like anybody's going to run out and buy this. Hey, if you use a ton of Post-it notes, you will. I'm very happy with it though. It's a very nice gift. I'm already using a bunch of the Post-it notes. That was from Christina. Using them right now, my graph paper notes. And my cube. Okay. Tammy Land says, my husband would love the treasure chest. If you do order it, you might want to order it from Amazon. Don't order from the third-party sellers. That's what I'd advise. Read is Real says, we all got to enjoy the go. Do you know how much time of our lives are consumed with bodily functions? Might as well have fun with it. Read is Real, I think you should combine your two loves of that singing app and poo and do a bunch of those singing app songs about poo. That'll be your niche on the app. I forget what the app is called, the singing app. All right. Guys, I can see which way this stream is going right now. I think it might be time. To take care of this before it gets too out of control. The vacuum I have? That's I think it's a Dyson V7. Yeah, you got to order from Dyson. Dyson V7. Somebody asked for the vacuum link. Why do they not have it linked? The link doesn't work on Dyson. The link is not working on Dyson. Oh, is this it? Dyson's site isn't working. Just Dyson V7, write that down. When the Dyson site is working, you can go to Dyson V7. That's the one I got, Dyson V7. I love it, but the site isn't working. So if I post the link, it won't work. Okay. Yeah, well, we got Sarah Joy. We should do another stream sometime about what you guys buy from Amazon. That would be fun. All right, guys. Enough poo talk here. We got to wrap this up because this stream is going in the poo toilet. Hey, thank you guys for watching. This has been a fun stream. Probably the most about poo we've ever done. Thanks, Sonic. Sonic, that's very kind of you. Sonic says, Steve, thanks, ABD. Thanks, Steve, ABD Mods. ABD mods? ABD. I feel like I should know what that stands for. I don't know. Steve thanks and mods. And mods, chatters, lurkers, Vax-inspired viewer. Alarm noise. Alarm nosy? I think it's getting a little late for Sonic. There's a bunch of typos. Alarm nosy / alarm noise. Side effects, COVID timeline, Vax distribution. Brenda Bradley, Rush Gifts. Lampoon Story, Rita's Educational Reading. Thank you, Sonic. That's very nice of you. Manic Miner thinks it's Drunk Sonic. Thank you to all of our moderators. Lizzie, Mark Helton, Sarah Joy. Oh, thanks for staying up late, moderators. Thank you. And thanks so much to Brenda Bradley for the Rush gift pack. That's so kind of you, Brenda. I look forward to reading it. Thank you to Farida for another Pooh gift, for the Pooh book. And to the company who sent me the thing I already had, the free sample I already had. And thanks to you for watching. And thanks to all the lurkers. Hey, thanks, lurkers. Subscribe to the channel. Well, you probably, if you're watching, you're probably already subscribed. Hey, sign up for the Discord notifications if you haven't. That's the best way to find out when I'm going on the air for all my channels. Discord notifications. Do it if you haven't. Discord notifications. It's going to come up in the chat right now. Stacks. I'm not going to read Stacks' comment. All right. Thank you for watching. Kita G and Andy. Rita's Real, Tony Del Monte, Rascally Rabbit, Lurking, Arizona Jumper, Darren Markley, MGD, Melissa McQueen, No Bill Clinton, Brainy Janie, Brenda Bradley, Rusty Craig, Laura Chase, Jade Angel, C. Michelle Sparks, GG, See you there, David DePia. Mr. Showtime, Baby Shark. Oh, all these poo comments, terrible. Alibaba, Castro, Melissa McQueen. Danielle M. Rick Hoppy. Oh my gosh. Hey, thanks to everybody who donated too. Tony Del Monte, Sonic, Patrick Davis. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. We'll do it again soon. We'll do it again soon. I hope everybody who's getting a vaccine, I hope your vaccination goes well. I got to figure out what that alarm is out there. Kind of too late to walk around now, I think, though. I don't know what's spare is square, Seinfeld or something. I don't know what it is. Don't know. Don't get it. No, I might have seen it. That's a long time ago. Betsy's Barn, thanks for watching. And remember, Twitter. Lookner channel on Twitter. There it is. Lookner channel on Twitter. Oh, Rita's real. Thank you, Rita's real. She says, thanks, Steve, mods, Look Nerds, and Lurkers. Great laughing with y'all tonight. I hope your back feels better, Rita. All right. 3 days till daylight savings time. Very exciting. Amanda Kelly, thank you for watching too. And Kida G. And Auric 3D. Everybody's talking about toilets. And Robin Banks. All right. Hooray. All right, guys. I am wrapping this up. I appreciate you watching the stream and discussing stuff. Thank you, Andy. I'm getting a lot better. I'm almost all better, I think. I think I'm almost all better. And Linda Birdbike, thanks for watching too. All right, guys, that is it. Thanks for staying up late for the stream. And we'll have more streams soon, because that's what we do. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks again, mods. Thank you, lurkers, as well. And we will see you very soon. Have a good one.